Starting from the top, gonna be streaming Senko Ronde 2. We're gonna be doing arcade mode. Like I said, I'm pretty familiar with the game overall. I played a fair amount of duo. Not a lot, but I did play a fair amount of it. I'm pretty familiar with it. This version 2. It's a little bit different than Duo, but it's mostly Duo. So this is like, I guess, like if you want to compare it between something like BlazBlue and BlazBlue Calamity Trigger and BlazBlue Continuum Shift. Like it feels roughly the same. That's actually a pretty bad comparison because those two games actually feel pretty different. But anyways, it's sort of just the next version of Duo. Which is okay because Duo never got released here, so it's going to be new to pretty much everybody anyways. So, with the demo, there's 4 characters available: Mika, Fabian, Chang, and Lev. These 3 characters are from the original Senko, and Lev is from Duo. So, I'm more familiar with these 3. Lev is a little unusual for me. We're gonna start with Mika, because it's the character I'm most familiar with. I think I set it to hard, so we'll see how this goes. It's been a while since I played. So, actually, I suppose for like explanation purposes, it might have actually been a better idea to start on normal, just so I could focus a little bit. But so in this game, it is basically, I guess you could consider it like a top-down shoot-'em-up fighting game. Oh man, there's so much damage in this version. So you have 2 different weapons. You have your main shot and your secondary shot. In my case, it's blue lasers and missiles. Bam. Wow, that's considered hard mode. Maybe I put it on medium or normal. So in this game, it's like a fighting game. You deplete the other person's health bar. The difference is in this, like, rather than, there's like more of an emphasis on like, instead of, you can do combos by connecting hits. So like, bullets do have hit stun on them, depending on what bullet types you're using. Like, where I'm playing Mika right now, his main thing is he sets characters up with his missiles, and then you follow up with the laser shots. There's a lot of different elements to this game. You can notice I'm like in barrier right now, which is the equivalent of blocking. Slows you down. You can actually aim your shots a little bit more precise. So sometimes you'll be in situations where you want to actually block shots like that right there. Now what this is instead of like supers, like a traditional fighting game, you have what's called boss mode. You can spend stocks. You start a match with 2 usually, and and you can enter boss mode. Boss mode basically lets you spend your green bar as a timer that will, okay, he's using both stocks. So depending on how much green bar you have when you go into boss mode, that's how much time you get to spend in boss mode. And you want to basically try and crush the opponent with your boss. In this instance, Fabian's not having much luck doing that, because I'm kind of familiar with his boss. Yeah, it's a very interesting game. There's very few games like it. Like I said, I only have one off like that I can think of, which is Acceleration of Suguri. That's kind of similar. This game I think technically came first, so Suguri kind of played off of it. Senko Ronde has been around for a long time in Japan. It's been around since 2004. But it's mostly just seen arcade releases for the most part. Okay, so I'm in a mirror match against Mika. This game also has special inputs that you, if it was a traditional fighting game, it would be kind of like your EX moves. I'm just kind of playing it slow here. Nah, it was good melee. I'll like slow it down maybe after this run, just talk for a little bit, because I think like it's such a different game that it can be sometimes a little bit taxing to explain it. Okay, I'm actually gonna boss because I have a full meter. Just knife him. Yeah, there's like a lot to talk about. It's a hard game to kind of get into because there's so much and it's so different from traditional fighting games, but it's like so good. It's so unique. Okay, this is probably the last fight in arcade mode. Hard mode actually gets kind of hard. There we go. Pump him full of bullets. Oh. Dude. Kind of do some damage there. Oh. Got him. There we go. I'm going melee this round, I guess. Okay, so this is Lev's boss mode. Every boss mode is unique for each character, so it's also a nice touch. Bosses vary on how mobile they are versus how stationary they are, and also, of course, their firepower varies accordingly. You usually have kind of, there we go. You kind of have two different schools of bosses in Senko. You have bosses that are mobile, and you have bosses that are like stationary. Usually the stationary ones are more powerful to compensate for the fact that they don't have mobility going for them. It's a really unique game, but there's nothing like it, and it feels so good. So, anyways, we're gonna jump into a match here. I'm gonna fight Shampoo. So, as you can see, there is kind of combos in this game. I nailed Shampoo with a missile there, and that's setting up my main shot. Shampoo actually plays very similar to Mika. She has homing shot as her sub-weapon too. Oh, shoot. Taking some damage here. Oh, just missed that. There we go. Do some damage. Ooh. There we go. Fly into it. Ooh. There. Yeah. So one of the differences also in this game is I have a new character portrait artist. The original artist for this game was actually the same artist as the Persona series. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But, so the new artist I got, not quite as good. It's like, alright. There we go. I'm just going in. There we go. So the one thing you'll also notice is when a character's bar is empty, they'll enter what's called Vanish Mode. Vanish Mode basically means the very next hit will kill you, but what the game does is it reduces your hitbox to the size of a pixel, so it has to be a clean hit that connects with you. I've seen turnarounds from Vanish Mode in this game. It's not uncommon, because it basically increases your ability to dodge bullets by quite a little bit. But also another thing about Vanish mode is you have your boss mode becomes different in Vanish mode. When you're in Vanish mode, you actually get a stronger version of your boss called Final Boss. So sometimes the trick is actually to save your boss stock for the end when you're in Vanish mode, and then to basically pop it, because you're going to have a stronger version of your boss, basically. Go missiles. Yeah, that's a bad thing to do. Oh. Oh, jeez. He ran into a line of bullets, and then I ran into a line of bullets. Oh. See, he's going for melee there. Oh, okay, he's using his boss, so I gotta play it careful. And he's gonna just try and ram me over and over, I think. This is a little close. There we go. So, I don't know if this is the final version of this boss or not. Oh. Ah, I almost got him. So he's out of boss stocks now, so I know that he can't do anything in Vanish mode. Ah, timeout. Alright. Whoa, that was a little close. Oh. Also, a nice little, like, interface detail in this game that is true in, actually, the original too, is your rings are actually your ammo for your weapons. So, like, the inner ring is, I think my missiles, and the outer ring is my main weapon. So, you can actually see your stuff fill up kind of real time. You can see the cooldowns on them in real time, I should say. That won't stop me from mashing missiles every so often, but... Oh. Okay. Also, when you lose a match, you get one boss back. So, one boss stock back. There we go. I just blew up his boss. Oh, 2 timeouts. Fair enough. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I think the arcade release had different artwork. And then for, like, the console release, they had 2 artists. I think you're right on that. But either way, they changed the artist since Duo, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't think the art's, like, bad or anything, it's just a little bit more generic. Ooh, just, like, taking it to Mika right now. Okay, I'm not actually super knowledgeable about how to fight this boss, because I never really ran into a whole lot of Mikas in Duo. Okay, so it's weak. His core is weak. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's using that as a shield. Okay, final boss. So this is like the stronger version of this boss, so I have to be more careful. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Oh, jeez, kind of ate that. Ow. Ooh. Well, I survived. So now he's out of stock. Oh, that was a good slash. Oh, right between the wings. Thank you. It feels good. It feels a lot like Duo. There's like a few minor like balance things that I notice are different in this. I would say damage is up a little bit in this game. Like, it only takes like eating 3 combos to really like empty your bar in this. There we go. It wasn't even like a real clean hit, and I was able to take like a third of a bar. Oh, whoa. I kind of forgot that you can actually command those to self-destruct. There we go. Also, I feel like shield damage is down in this, but that's, once again, I haven't played Duo in a long time, so I'm actually going to probably enter boss mode and stomp him, because at this point he might actually final boss and give him the knife! My robot knife! Japanese PSN store. It's not up on the Western one yet. It's the official account for Senko to announce that the Western demo should be up soon. So it's probably going to be up this Tuesday, I imagine. Alright, so the final fight is against Lev. Oh, I'm just going in melee. Oh, shoot. Whoa. Okay, he's using his assist. Slash! Oh wow, he just decided he's like, I'm gonna boss that. So, we'll just like kind of work our way through there. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot this is like arcade mode, so there's like gems and stuff to pick up. I just stick my sword in your chest and shoot it. Okay, so final boss Lev. Let's see how this goes. Oh jeez. Oh wow, that hurt. Ugh. I'm just gonna maybe try and push for surviving this. Oh, I'm actually... I don't have much for meter left, but he's in banish mode, so I don't need a whole lot. There we go. I get the impression the PC version will probably get a demo. It might be a little bit closer to the Steam release, though. Both games are coming out the same day, though. Oh, almost. Get back here, you. Ah, that never works. I always want it to work. I always want to just like run away and shoot missiles back to get the hit, but it never works that way. Oh, final boss. Okay. I have lots of health, so I'm not too worried about it. See if I can do a little bit of damage. Ooh, god, that does like no damage. Ooh, wow, okay. Like, being adventurous with, like, trying to take out the boss. Ah. Time to use mine. Save my assist for the right moment. Oh my god. That was a little bit closer than what it should have been. I'm not super familiar with fighting Lev's boss. Unfortunately, when I had duo, the online play was a little bit like it wasn't great because of course it was a Japanese only release. So the online I think was really only like built around being within Japan. So it was you could get good matches, but it wasn't super common.